which is not something that you often see on a Pantheon, pero in this particular scenario, I will allow it. Kasi
Yeah.
ang tanky talaga ng Volibear at ng isang Jarvan, kaya kailangan talaga yung percent health damage ng isang Blade of the Ruined King.
Exactly. Lalong-lalo yung item passing nitong dalawang may kasamang mga health, mga HP talaga building up.
Right.
So napaka-importante ng itemization na tong match na to in particular. Lalong-lalo na 12 minutes tayo, the scoreboard looks a little even here.
Yeah.
And syempre, pagdating naman kay Team Wrecker, kayang-kaya pa naman nila humabol. Pero one thing though, Otolus, itong comp na to, feeling ko, it's a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, for sure. Like, both sides actually, kumbaga parang ito yung kalma bago yung bagyo dahil nga parehas sila na, I would say, just waiting for the next objectives to spawn up. Ang maganda para sa magkabilang squad dito, wala yung soul threat dahil nga tig-isang dragon sila. So it would be very equal at baka mamaya pagka nagkaroon tayo ng clash sa Baron or sa Elder, talagang yun yung magdikta ng final outcome ng laban. Pero ayun, si Kuya Reker medyo na-expose dun sa ward na yun.
Kaya nga, I like how you mentioned that kasi we could possibly see a very long game because na-delay nga yung dragon dito, but Coriolis nag-aabang lang dito, nagiging human
Kaya niya to.
guard a little bit. Let's see.
Oh.
Gagawa niya ba to? Yan ang katanungan. The dash kaso bitin. Auto attack's gonna come here and there.
Naku.
Wrecker nag-aabang with the Zenith Blade. Flash into the stun kaso
Encore.
wala ka naman mapupuntahan. Trying with the movement.
Oh, he
May
missed!
flash ka pa dito. Kaso yun nga, hindi natamaan yung stun. The
Oh.
Zenith Blade's gonna be enough to finish that kill. Pero look at this adjustment coming from sila Kapitan. Nandito na. Low na yung Baron. Objectives talaga ang kanilang pinaplano. Ang kanilang target. At walang trade. A kill for Baron.
Late!
Teka, papasok pa rin si
Sayang.
KCB. Kaso, yun nga lang. It's a little bit too late. Baron for one kill.
Yeah.
Sulit.
Sulit na sulit in the favor of Team Kapitan Pogo for sure. And commendable effort or ito yung mga sinasabi ko nga nice try moment no, para kay KC Bay. She had the right idea, diba? Using the Grand Skyfall, Grand Starfall to try to steal the Baron. Cherisawa being chased by Cap.
Tingnan nga natin, nasmaitan pa nga siya for that slow kasi may follow-up dito from the Goddess. Pero right now, the auto-attack zone in
Long
our
chase.
just to make sure that the chase is gonna go for so long. Look at this, Goddess with a free hit.
Giyang.
Repositioning kasi hindi siya makapasok. Giyang, nag-zone out siya ngayon. Half HP siya, but the target is on Kapitan. Nakakatakot pa rin siya, just no way with the
Oh,
on the
Goddess!
shield. But si Goddess pa rin ang nakapagpatay. There's hinahabol pa rin nila. Kapitan versus Kapitan. Sino kaya mananalo dito? 1v2 situation. There's
Teleport.
a teleport coming from Eisenhart. Kaso ipit na ngayon si Wrecker. Saan kaya siya mapupunta?
Eisenhart!
Ako, wala talagang iba na siyang mapupuntahan. Kasi tatlo nga yan.
May dumadagdag na bagong kalahok dito sa ating laban. And so now, Kapitan Pugo with the help of the teleport play coming in from Eisenhart. The next objective will be the Dragon. Dalawang Dragon laban sa isa. And yung gold lead natin, lalaki pa lalo kay Bear. Makakaisang inhibitor turret sa taas.
Yan talaga yung it's really high value na gamit. Nakuha mo yung lahat na objective sa mapa eh.
Rico,
Oh,
when was the last time na nakakita ka ng split pusher na Seraphine?
First time.
Only in Glam Slam.
Only in Glam Slam, guys.
I know.
Grabe.
Super cool, no?
The
Yung nangyayari.
respect, no? The respect na
Right.
jump on that Seraphine na nag-iisa lang. And right now, the gold lead, kung kanina medyo close pa, pero ngayon,
lumaki
it is
na.
a
Yeah.
steamroll na side of Kapitan Pugo.
At mahirapan talaga sila dito, especially knowing na yung primary source of damage nila is just the Seaver. Pantheon, sure, pero hindi kasi late game champion ang isang Pantheon. Early
Yeah.
stages ng laro, definitely very, very effective. Pero, come late game, magde-defer na siya to Giyang Gaming. Now, at one point, nakita natin yung clash kanina sa baba. Na-target siya ni Goddess no? Goddess mo to, showcasing her skills on the Kai'Sa.
Sobrang galing nga ng kanyang positioning kanina. Yung pagkait, yung in and out niya between the team fights or that skirmish, very smartly played by her. And I think, again, ticking time bomb, Kapitan Pugo, kasi Goddess has been getting a lot of gold off of these fights and off of these objectives. So I do feel like a Kai'Sa versus a Sivir matchup, you have to give it to Kai'Sa for that late game damage. Pero tingnan nga natin dito, half HP
Ang kumunat
na
na, ano?
to. Talagang wala lang ang Baron buff, pero sulit na sulit pa rin yung pag-siege nila dito.
Medyo makunat na ang isang Volibear. I think one rotation ng skills ni KC Bay, 10% lang ng buhay ng Volibear. quite expected, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Tanky. My
yeah, very,
gosh.
very tanky. Especially knowing na Titanic Hydra, Heartsteel, and plus yung last item niya rito is yung Amaranth. Talagang pwedeng from line yung Volibear natin hanggang next week or 24 for 25 hours siya makakapagtank.
Alam mo yun, mga esports tournaments, di ba, na pag naka-focus sa audience yung crowd, tapos may naka-jersey siya,
Right.
naka-jacket siya, tapos pag tanggal niya ng jersey, may isa pa palang jersey. Parang
Oh, yeah,
Volibear.
yeah, yeah.
Ang dami niyang suot, ang dami niyang top, pero ito na nga, yung Elder nag-spawn na, pero magka-trade na lang pala sila dito ng objectives. Let's see, who deals the fastest? Siyempre, they're both gonna get these objectives, pero
Yeah.
at what cost?
It's a Baron for an Elder unless Grand Star Fall mula sa malayo.
Hindi.
Sayang. Okay, late na. Pero surely, right, that's the right play for KCB. Kasi syempre, if you're behind, you go for trades. That's it. Hindi kaya ng 5v5 scenario or 5v5 setup. Although, at the end of the day, if we are to compare yung strength ng mga Valves na yan, late game, Elder pa rin talaga.
Tama ka dyan. Lalong-lalo na Kapitan Pugo, syempre, they know they're in the lead, they're gonna find these forced fights. And Team Wrecker, syempre, kailangan nila ng Baron kasi medyo behind sila dito pagdating sa tower takes. They really need to make sure the top is securely pushed all the time kasi bukas na yan.
We move on a couple of minutes before the pinnacle or last clash ng ating mga laban dito. 1 minute left for the Elder Dragon buff. Mas matagal talaga ang duration ng isang Elder Dragon compared sa Baron. Kaya isa rin yun sa mga, I would say, things to consider whenever looking for trades.
Kaya nga eh. I can already imagine the Team Wrecker voice comms. Parang, burn nyo lang, burn nyo lang.
Yeah.
Yun eh, burn nyo lang talaga. And I think really good thing, nandyan si Giyang on the Sivir to wave clear
Right.
and really maximize that behind tower.
And the Lux as well. Cherizawa doing good so far in helping clearing the wave. And on the top side, nagtatrabaho, nagdudubay gaming. Itong si KCB.
Kaya nga eh, malayo nga siya, pero titingnan natin kung
Perfect.
mahabol nga itong the rest of Kapitan Pugo. Really maximizing this Baron buff. And as well as, again, they have
Yeah.
stall. Yung team nila, may stall talaga sila.
Yan, nahihirapan talaga sila.
Uy!
Uy!
Anong stall? Stall, papasok na lang ako dito with the tower dive. Look at that.
Goddess!
Seraphine ult. Pero gusto ko talaga tumakas dito. Crayola is trying to escape. Run to the hills. Wrecker and Giang are gone. And they're knocking on the tower door. Double kill na dito. Para kay Goddess. Ang lakas
That should
niya.
do it.
Nexus na. Dire-diretsuhin na nila. That is going to be a stun just to try and hold everything down. But you can't hold the damage. And that's going to be Kapitan Pugo taking the first game of the day.
Leading the way, Kapitan Pugo. Saktong-sakto yung initiation niya. Just the right amount of crowd control needed ng team niya. Kasi unang-una sa lahat, with Elder Dragon joining your team, meron kang execute and that was enough for Team Kapitan Pugo to win game number 1.
What a beautiful performance. Talagang pinakita yung 25 hours of training. Kasi even though they both created a 5v5 comp, they were just banking on timers, on timings, pagdating dito sa objectives, and just fought kung kinailangan nila makipaglaban.
Knowing your timings at 1 point, 0-0 tayo, no? 4 minutes in.
Yeah.
And talagang ito si Kapitan Pugo not leaving anything to chance. Umi-invade pa, level 1.
eh.
Yeah, stealing away important resources from the other side. And although naging ganun yung simula, we have to commend KCB.
Oh, yeah.
She was at one point the bright star for Team Wrecker. She was leading their pack, crowd control-wise, damage-wise, skill-wise. It just so happened na, yun nga, I think the first death ni KCB was when she tried to steal yung Baron. But she was a bit late, I would say.
Yeah, that's true. I do feel like talaga it's this comp na inassemble nito nila Team Wrecker, no? It's very hindered by the fact that fights really has to
Right.
happen around the objectives. But if you dodge the back timings of Team Wrecker and you just do it without any contest whatsoever, parang napapawalang visa yung intention ng comp na to.
Yeah. Pick your spots for sure. As we look into the stats, Kita naman natin dito. Highest damage dealt, Gion Gaming, and surprisingly si Creoles. Pero majority yung damage na binato niya rito, it's not really on the primary target, but rather on the tanky Volibear. So, hindi siya as effective as I would say.
Ang hirap nga, no? Like, I'm trying to imagine yung buhay ni Gia kanina. Parang,
Ang hirap.
Diba? Parang even though, let's just say, you have what? 2 tanky frontliners. But
Right.
these frontliners kasi, they really are intended to dive into
Yeah.
the fight. It's not like a Braum that needs to stick with you constantly. Hindi eh.
And plus, the biggest surprise to me, itong si Goddess, Kai'Sa, sumasabay eh.
Oh, galing niya.
Just the fact na yung mga... Kasi kung engage lang coming from the Jarvan and the Volibear, kayang i-kite kiteable. Right? Especially with Andahan, and especially with all the stunts coming from your teammates, posible maka-outlay dito. Pero si Goddess, time and
Oh,
time
yeah.
again, was able to find the right opening para magkaroon ng 1v1 yung Sivir and yung Kai'Sa. And we all know how that story will go, right? Especially come late game, mas mataas ang single target
Tama.
damage potential ng isang Kai'Sa.
Exactly. And yung single target auto-attack damage potential, ang kinakailangan talaga when you're up against a team comp such as Wrecker because of how tanky they could possibly get dito. And once more, very wonderful performance. If I were to sum everything up kung bakit nagkaroon ng intense lead itong sila Kapitan Pugo, I cannot emphasize the back timings enough.
Aha.
Maaga sila doon. It's a bit too late na if Wrecker joins in the fight. And
Yeah.
it's basically just putting a nail on the coffin of a comp. If a comp's intention
Uy!
is to fight 5v5, uy, Kapitan! Kapitan ang ating MVP dito. Let's
Parang,
go!
hindi ko alam kung mag-a-apply sa trabaho o matutulog. Cap biro lang. Pero kita naman natin, kill participation 100%. You don't move
100.
without the command of Kapitan Pugo. Alam mo, it's not every game na or it's not every day na makakita tayo ng 100% kill participation. Pero Kapitan Pugo just did that.
Kaya
In a
nga
tournament format. What?
Exactly. 100%. Well, present attendance itong si Kapitan Pugo. Grabe. Every single
Ganyan pala
fight.
talaga, no? Pagka playing coach ka, kailangan nilang hintayin yung go signal mo. And syempre, yung go signal niya rin naman yung nagpanalo dun sa dulo ng lahat dahil yung engaged siya. With the help of the Elder Dragon, for sure. Yeah. Kapitan Pugo, very well-deserved MVP.
Oo nga eh. I mean, the fact that there was this one time, di ba, may mga risky movements siya. Like, going into, nag-i-invade siya sa jungler ni KC. Pero at the end of the day, even though he was punished once, he was still able to pull it off, join the team, start a lot of these very important skirmish.
Yeah.
And ito usually, pag nagta-tunnel vision ka, nag-chase ka na, usually, the chaser is always the loser. Oh no, sorry.
Yeah, for sure.
Pero sila, they were able to make it work because of the adjustment. Yung teleport on
Yeah. Eisenheart.
and just everything following through. Kumbaga, they were able to extend these fights to
Yeah.
still get the bigger end of that stick. So, really good calls coming from Kapitan Pugo.
And now it makes perfect sense kung bakit nag-teleport si Eisenheart. It was to answer the Shen.
Sure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now it makes sense.
Yeah, eh. Ang galing nga, na-match talaga yung global presence
Ng isang Shen.
nitong, ang ganda na on-the-fly adjustment. I think
Yep.
we really gotta hand it to, again, Kapitan Pugo and the team. And I'm really excited kasi this is looking to be more of a
Very
macro
promising.
kind of, diba? Macro kind of mga labanan dito from
Exactly.
on this BO3.
It's not a micro anymore. It's not overpowering your opponent through rotations. Ngayon kasi talagang objective team fights
Yeah,
yung
exactly.
puhunan.
Yun nga eh. Pero I'm sure marami pang kailangan na gusto sabihin yung mga thoughts ni Taylor. So ipapadala na namin sa kanya.
Ang first thought ko guys, saan kaya hinalungkat ng director natin tong picture ni Kapitan Pugo? Parang nahanap pa sa first communion niya. Sorry Kapitan Pugo, sila yon, hindi ako. Pero first game, going into that best of 3 nagpakitang gilas na agad yung mga nag-practice ng 25 hours daw sa isang araw. And definitely worth it nga ang pagpa-practice nila dito dahil winning that game number 1, meaning, one step closer na sila para matapos itong best of 3 series natin. Pero syempre, bago ang lahat at bago magsimula yan, kakausapin muna natin yung team na walang practice. pagdating dito sa series na to, kamustahin natin sila at baka syempre may adjustments silang pwedeng magawa dito. Lalo na sa mga supporters nila na nag-aabang. Wrecker! Ano nangyari? Tropa, akala ko ba easy game sa atin tong lahat?
Pinagbigyan ng kapitan namin eh. Sabi ayaw niya raw ng 2 games lang eh. 3 games daw gusto niya. Ewan ko ba dito. Usap ko na ngayon.
Grabe. I mean, we have so much preparation pagdating dito sa series na to. Pero syempre, bago ang lahat, Wrecker, may game number 2 pa tayong makikita dito. Ayusin lang natin yung audio mo saglitan na habang inaayos natin yan. Guys, ngiti ka muna, Wrecker, ha? Smile ka lang para sa camera natin. Yes, yan. Alright. Ayusin natin yung audio niya. But anyway, may game number 2 pa tayo mamaya. Ibig sabihin, pwede pang bumawi ang Team Wrecker dito sa series na to. And syempre, going up dun pa hanggang makaabot ng semifinals and grand finals. Maraming sumusuporta sa hashtag Team Wrecker na nakikita ko sa comment section natin ngayon. Pero silipin natin kung okay na ba yung audio mo. Wrecker, salita ka nga. Hello? Wala pa. Okay, easy lang kayo, guys. Okay, habang inaayos natin yan, paalala ko lang sa inyo, pwede kayong manalo sa ating mga giveaways dahil balita ko, nagpapamigay pa dito si League of Legends Wild Rift pagdating sa inyong lahat na nanonood ngayon.
Meron
And of
akong
course, si Wrecker, makakasama natin sila
libreng
mamaya uli. Walang
champion
problema.
daw.
But
Select
again,
one to redeem.
Just reminding you guys, pwede? Tuloy na natin. Papunta dito. Ayan. Sige. Ibalik natin siya kung kaya natin siyang ibalik. Wrecker, isang hi naman.
Hello.
Yun! Rinig ko na, boss. Pwede na natin silang kausapin.
Yung time view,
Eto na, rinig na natin. Ngayon, walang practice eh. Anong balak natin sa game number 2?
Actually, wala kaming balak. Hindi, pero lang. Hindi. Babawi na kami. Pinano na lang namin, pinasarap lang namin. Ayaw namin ng 2 games lang eh. Gusto namin pagod yung mga casters.
Yung casters yung napagod, hindi yung mga players ninyo. Pero
gusto ko
aside
mapagod
from
sila.
doon, muntik na kayo makabawi eh. Maganda yung mid-game nyo eh. Andun na tayo sa point na kahit na agawan na kayo una nung red buff, na-invade nila yung base ninyo. But at the end of it, nakikita ko yung Volibear nyo nagpo-push sa top eh. Parang yun na ata pinaplano. Yun ba yung plano? Parang i-push na lang natin yung top habang hino-hold natin yung mid dun sa final moments?
Wala
Wala
ka
sa
akong
plano
maintindihan kung tutusin eh. Hindi, ganun nga yung plano ni Gian Gaming ngayon. So, sabi niya, ganun daw ang gagawin namin. So, ako naman, oo lang ako ng oo. Ayun, nilalaro ko lang. Pero
So,
yun
si
nga,
Gian
kulang
ang
talaga eh.
nagpo-call.
Kinulang lang kami. Pero game 2, sabi niya, babawi na raw kami.
Ayan, game number 2, babawi daw ang Team Wrecker. Any message sa mga sumusuporta sa inyong fans sa comment section?
Sa amin, yan guys, wag na kayo manood. Biro lang. Nood na kayo, mananalo to. Mananalo to. Magtiwala lang kayo. Yung iba nga wala eh.
Yung iba nga walang tiwala, pero yung comment section, may tiwala sa inyo. Pero si Wrecker,
Tiwala lang kayo,
hinahanap
guys.
niya pa yung tiwala niya sa team niya.
Tama.
Wrecker, good luck sa inyo. At
Salamat.
sana
Panalo na to. Sure win na to.
Sure win na.
2-1.
2-1. Yan ang sabi ni Wrecker. Malalaman natin yan kung yan nga ba ang magiging resulta natin. Maraming salamat, Wrecker, sa interview na yan. Magre-ready na sila para sa match number 2 natin sa best of 3 series na to. So guys, paalala lang sa inyo, i-share nyo yung stream natin at baka sakaling manalo kayo ng mga giveaways. But aside from that, we are on to game number 2. Pero bago tayo pumunta dyan, syempre, meron tayong maliit na break. So, beforehand, again, we're gonna see you guys in a few. Magkikita-kita tayo muli para sa game number 2 ng Glam Slam.
more. My victory is simply a matter of time.
Callista. Love and happiness could be yours. But are you willing to give up on your promise and leave your home? You would be a wise and just ruler. But how long would your reign be? Honor the promise you have made. But anticipate that darkness might ensue.
We know our players start to get more interested to know more about the champions. And over the years, we've done a lot of work as far as like world building to help players get an idea of where a champion fits in the world.
The story is absolutely important, so we wanted to make sure we brought adaptations to the game where it made sense and appropriate.
Hi, I'm Laura.
Welcome back everybody over here at the Wild Rift Glam Slam. Kami ulit yung mga casters nyo. Rico nga pala, kasama ko si Otulus. At ngayon, we're currently in the middle of a very intense series between Kapitan Pugo and as well as Team Wrecker. And syempre, ang nangunguna ngayon sa BO3 natin ay sila Kapitan Pugo.
Yeah, the very deserving game number 1 win. Talaga may direction sila. Simulat sa pool. Sabi nga natin, 'di ba, yung leadership ni Team Kapitan Pugo or ni Kapitan Pugo will be in full display. Was definitely felt 100% kill participation, very well deserved MVP. But on the other hand, etong si Wrecker ay may mensahe para sa lahat. Pinasarap lang daw nila. At gusto ni Boss Rek nabayad ang mga caster. Kaya
Salamat.
pagti 3 games na. Salamat Rek sa
Salamat,
shoutout.
Rek. Thank you so much. Alam na, may spoiler na tayo, no? Mag-BO3 tayo today. Full game.
Oo, 3 games. Pero yeah, very, very possible because especially knowing na itong si Casey Bay is so effective on the jungle role. Every single time na mapunta ako sa stream ni Casey Bay, laging mid lane eh. Yeah. And we saw the target ban sa kanya. Ari, Galio, and
exactly.
now it makes sense din. Kasi yung kabila, binaban yung Lee Sin, binaban yung Kha'Zix. Oh, talagang tina-target si Kapitan Pugo. Kaya pala napilitan mag-Jarvan.
Kaya nga eh. Matinding respeto base sa mga bans na nakita natin kanina. Baka magbago kasi nakafocus ba na nga itong si Kapitan Pugo? Pero
Right.
grabe pa rin yung kanyang kill participation dito. 100% pa rin, ever so present in all of these important skirmishes.
Tsaka, Boss Paldo, kasi yung skin niya, yung calligraphy Jarvan 4, the newest skin that are available sa
Bongga.
mahal.
talagang nag-prepare for for the glam slam. Like, this is my best
Pogi,
outfit.
pogi na
Oo,
yun.
pogi
I think
talaga.
wala pa yata sa counterpart natin sa League of Legends PC, yung mga calligraphia skin. Yun yata yung skin line na merong in collaboration kay J. Cho. Did you ever come across yung parang pub mat nila?
Unfortunately, I haven't seen
Yeah,
this yet.
but that was kaya sobrang nung nakikita ko yung Jarvan, parang ayos black and white
Oo
like
nga, no?
US skin line, ladies and gents, kung meron kayong pabili, why
Go.
not? May inggit na lang kaming wala.
Same. Honestly, it's such a big mood. And now that, Kapitan Pugo,
Yeah.
in the lead right now, ano sa tingin mo ang kailangan gawin nila Team Wrecker para makabawi dito?
Be careful dun sa mga early game invades. Actually, pwede talaga nilang abangan yung level 1 invade. Matelegraph nila yung level 1 invade. In fact, I believe kung ready sila at nakapag-plan sila ng vision around their initial red buff, lamang sila sa level 1.
Tama.
Ang dami nilang stun
Dami
So,
talaga.
yeah, all those stuns, especially severe, hindi naman masama at level 1. May boomerang blade ka or yung second skill niya to really impact yung mga small skirmishes na yan
Oo,
here and there.
masakit yun.
So I thought for a second na parang kung napaghandaan ng Team Wrecker yung level 1 invade, it could have been a very different early game.
Exactly. Baka it's one of those things na di nila i-expect na 5 player mag-i-invade, no? It was just
True.
one party being brought sa red buff. Pero eto din, you could tell that they really have a plan in mind, no? Sila Team Wrecker. They had a lot of wave clear capabilities. They wanted to set the wave to make sure that they can set up for tower dives. Pero hindi yun nangyari. Pero syempre, ito naman po ngayon. Game number 2, Team Kapitan Pugo nandito sa blue side. Team Wrecker naman, nagkapalitan na ulit sila at sa red side. So let's see naman ngayon. Mukhang Galio ulit ang ban nila.
Ewan. Basta pag nakita mo na ang ban, Galio, Ari,
Oh,
ayun.
na.
Against yun kay KCB.
Against yun, kila Casey, against Team
Yun,
Wrecker
yun yung sure tayo. Yun yung sure tayo. Alright, anyway, so isa sa mga i-anticipate din natin dito moving forward will be yung mga selection na mga marksman natin. Kanina
Oo.
maaalala natin na yung Senna, which is one trick ni Giyang, naagaw.
Hindi
Kaya-
pala yun, oo.
napunta si Kuya Giyang nyo sa Severe. So hopefully this time around, magkaroon sila ng pagkakataon na mapik yan para makita natin yung Giyang Senna.
Giyang Senna. Let's see dito kung makikita nga ba natin. Pero Kha'Zix being taken out once more, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're gonna take the Lee Sin away again kasi syempre, kung 100% kill participation si Kapitan Pugo, tatanggalin mo. Oh, joke lang pala, hindi.
Kaiza.
Ooh.
Yeah. Kaiza, Kha'Zix, Lee Sin, posibleng last bandita ng Team Rec for sure.
Ayun.
Yeah.
Ayun.
Kasi talagang targeted na itong si Kapitan Pugo, hindi siya pwede mag-enjoy. So baka round number 2 na Jarvan.
Pwedeng,
Posible,
pwede nga, no?
Alam mo, ang ina-anticipate ko talaga na ipipick talaga ni Cap, Kindred talaga eh.
Kindred.
Pero parang ayaw ni Cap no?
I mean, sobrang laki yung success niya sa isang ganking
nga.
jungler tulad ng Jarvan the Fourth. Jarvan the Fourth, so baka babalik ulit tayo doon, pero titingnan natin kung ano yung ipaprioritize nila kasi kanina yung priority nila Team Wrecker ay, let's see what the blue
Heka!
side picks right away. Hecarim!
Perfect.
Ganking jungler.
Yeah. According kay Rebenga, number 1 yan sa, I would say, power rankings ng mga jungler. Ito yung sinasabi nga natin, for Team Kapitan Pugo, pwede mag-default back dito si Julian Naps or Lash mo to into the Lulu, tapos magkakaroon tayo ng hyper carry jungler.
Kindred.